Jack, it's good to have you back. Where have you been? You used to like
Vacations.
Vacations.
Enough said.
Plural.
Okay, Evie, stand up for our video here and give us a spin.
We all like a runway.
Yeah, a runway. That's what we need.
Yeah, a
You gotta
runway.
strut like you would.
We gotta see the hood a little bit, you know.
Like I just wore all these layers for nothing.
There we
Just
go.
like everyone votes.
No, I
Okay.
got my car.
Spin around.
Okay.
Do a spin.
Strut.
There we go. We gotta see the hood.
Green shirt costume.
Beautiful.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of.
He's a soccer mom.
He's a soccer mom.
Awesome. I feel like it's just everyone will vote the list.
I wish I was a soccer. I wish I dressed up like a soccer mom. Okay.
No, we're doing votes for best costume. Oh my god. I had to put on.
Was when I was a Tin Man. Because it was a wooden and cardboard barrel that they would buckle around me. And then they would take leather things and like pull them up my whole leg, so I was wearing like a full suit of armor in leather. And then I'd have to paint my full face silver, wear a bald cap, and then I had this like, you know, the silver, the thing that like he has like strapped to my head, and then it would flop around. So we took tape and taped it to the side of my face. And it looked really good by the end of it all because we had hidden everything that was like gimme range. But I couldn't move beyond this, so I thought I was gonna have to act like the Tin Man. I just was. I was just like.
No
So
acting
everywhere I went.
necessary.
So I had like cuts under my armpit by the end of it.
Would you say that your other costumes are No Mercy?
Is that like the Overwatch sound?
Am I missing the memo?
I wanna be Winston.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we are making
Yeah,
Overwatch
it
jokes.
is. It is.
See, I know Overwatch.
I'm already Tracer.
I play Red Dead Redemption. That's my go-to.
That's what I'm dressed up for.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Come
can,
on, Buckaroo, you just gotta have a little bit of faith. It's like, oh no.
honestly, I'm
dress up
kind of
like
in the
this
same
again.
situation right now.
Bring
I
it
can
out.
barely move this thing.
All right.
Breathing. I see giant breathing.
So last week we did our rewards for writing the essay, and so
Did you write your essay?
No.
this week we'll be doing the consequence.
Yeah,
not
he gets a
writing it.
punishment for it.
Exactly, but we'll talk about that later. First things first, where'd you go on vacation, Jack? I'm curious. Missouri. I'm going to Missouri soon. Where in Missouri? Branson?
I'm going to Norway soon.
Jeez, Louise. I'm so inside the missionary guys. You're going somewhere crazy.
Well, actually, it's not just Norway. We're going to places like Norway, Ireland, France,
So-
etc.
All of Europe. No,
All
no
of
big
Europe.
deal. Yeah.
Yeah,
No big deal.
no big deal. We're just visiting the whole state of
We
Europe.
went to the
No
What
big
you asked
deal.
me? I don't even remember what you're asking.
I don't know either.
Now thinking about it, I think my family is out.
You asked where Jack went.
Yeah, he said Missouri.
Yeah.
I feel like we should all.
Now, fudge, did I put that in that one? Any questions, anything that you guys have learned about recently that you want to discuss? Or
Did you like my essay?
I did like your essay. I was actually very
Yeah, I
impressed.
did. Yeah.
I was impressed by all of yours, and you wrote a lot of words, so I was very
I
impressed.
did. Wrote a lot of words.
You wrote a lot of words. I like it. Yeah. Woo.
Were you okay that I didn't name the two guys that just got clapped like after
Yeah, I
20
wasn't
minutes in?
like that. Most people, so like I was saying, historians often forget like certain facts because it's hard to remember everything. It is.
Oh my gosh, guys!
So-
This is the best idea ever.
I'm curious.
We should all dress up as Overwatch characters next week.
That's a bad idea.
That would be hard. I could be
I know.
Winston.
No,
Cole could be Winston.
No.
You could be a
I'm not doing
gorilla. You
Cole's
just gotta
not
wear
doing
some
that.
glasses.
That is the worst
and bam,
thing
you're
ever.
Winston.
I do not want to
Be
be that
with
sweaty,
Winston.
Bring it in.
disgusting.
It's sunny outside. We're dressed up, but we gotta learn something.
Dibs on
today.
Tracer. Dibs on Tracer.
So-
I'm Tracer.
Luckily, though, it should be fun because today we get to talk about the High Medieval Era, which the Medieval Era is inexplicably tied to violence again. So, particularly warfare, though. So don't worry, we're not going to be talking too much
Aren't
about
most
warfare.
tied to violence?
Yeah, but the Medieval Era was a time where. Have you guys ever heard of the feudal system? Feudal? Okay.
Maybe.
So the feudal system, you'll know it once I start explaining it. The feudal system is where in charge of everybody was the Pope. And then under that were groups of kings who ruled little feudal kingdoms. Underneath the king were lords, underneath the lords were knights, underneath the knights were peasants, right? So that system is the feudal system. It's where there's hundreds of little kingdoms scattered throughout Europe at this time, and each and every one of them is ruled by a king who then takes all of his land and divides it up amongst his lords. And in exchange for land, the lords follow him and swear allegiance. Then the lords, they need knights, so they divide up their land and give it to people, and in exchange for their army, their service in his army, they get land. So it's like they're just dealing out land all the way down. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller until peasants don't have any land. And serfs in particular are actually slaves. But serfs actually were, if you bought a chunk of land, it's so awful. Serfs would be forced to live on that land. So it'd be like if you guys didn't own your house and somebody bought your house, they would buy you guys too. And you guys would have to farm in the backyard and give them your money. And then somebody else would buy the house, and instead of going free, you have to go work for that person.
It's like the bundle.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bundle deal.
Buy one, get two free.
It's got 3 sons, 2 daughters, a mom, a dad, a couple beautiful acres, and it's going for 400 gold pieces. The kings were like, all right, 400 gold, if you say so. But yeah, so serfs couldn't leave their land unless they were given permission to. So they would live and
How
die
would they
on
watch that? How would they
if they went to a town, or if they went to their farm to check up on it and saw that somebody was missing, they'd go, "Where'd he go?" And they'd go, "I don't know." And they'd beat the person until they told them.
Why didn't they all go at the same time?
That is the good point. And it probably did happen a lot, frankly.
I mean, they're already.
But the only issue is if they did pick up and leave, then what do they do?
Make a new farm.
As more serfs, probably.
No, it's
So-
like in the forest.
You could try, but life was scary back then. Like the Wild West, which was kind of a similar
At
time.
least you're at least like
Cheese.
What?
No, that was an intense poof.
Mushroom cloud.
So like the medieval time, if somebody wanted to pick up and leave, they could. The government was trying to allow it. They were encouraging it. Back then, the likelihood of you going out in the